Hi there, welcome to my next video. It's about time I did another property update. It's been a long time, not really been getting very far. There have been some changes though. I've got a bag and I'm trying to use my video vlogging equipment. I actually got my selfie stick out, so hopefully this shot doesn't just go up my nose, and hopefully you can hear me. So I'm going to give you an update on what I've been doing with my property, where I've got to in my journey, and I am currently doing this at Heathrow Airport. This is the car park Heathrow, and you can see the pod parking, and I am on my way to Samuel Leeds Academy dinner. So while I'm going there, I will let you know a little bit about what I've been doing, and I've kind of arranged to speak to some people as well. So let's go. I like the pods, quite a good way to get around. I only go from Heathrow Airport to this car park and Zone B and Zone A, so there's two stations to choose from, but they're quite useful. And so I'm here at Heathrow. I'm going to the Academy dinner, so Samuel Leeds Academy, every month they have a dinner. It's always here, and all the people who are quite experienced in property come it's always on a Thursday, and they all come here. And there's a meal and a lot of networking. The most interesting networking actually goes on into the night after the actual meal, and because it's a long way from home, I am staying in a hotel so that I can take part in that. So that's the plan for now. I better go and get checked into the hotel. Okay, so the story so far, what have I been doing since the Brighton Inner Circle video? So since then I kind of concentrated on Leeds. I know some other friends from the Academy who are based in Leeds, and my work had a work meeting. We were applying for a contract up in Leeds, so I was going to Leeds anyway for one night to help with this contract. So I stayed. I thought, you know what, I'm going to be up there anyway, let's look at property in Leeds. So rather than staying one night, I stayed for a week up in Leeds, and I spent some time before I went researching the area, finding out about property networking events in Leeds, finding about properties, and just looking at the market. And in the end, I viewed one property in Leeds. I did make some videos, but they didn't really cut it. They weren't good enough to put out there. I went, so I viewed one property in Leeds. It was quite, I thought at the time it was going to be quite a good one. I almost was going to buy it. It would have been a nice 6-bedroom HMO. It had a basement, and I'd have had to spend a lot of money converting the basement into a kitchen. But I was really looking forward to it. I went to this property network event called Property and Poppadoms. It's actually quite a good event. It wasn't a lot of the network or the property events. You kind of sit and listen to like a presentation. This one, you were in an Indian restaurant, you were eating your dinner, and the guys were kind of gave you the presentation in the dining room in the restaurant, and it was much more comfortable. And then you had the meal, and I made a lot of contacts. So one of the things is getting a power team. So I'm not going to be investing in London because I don't have enough money to invest in London, and the money, if I did, even so, the money doesn't go as far. But so I'm looking at different areas, but you need a power team. You need to know builders in the area. You need to know property agents. You need to know letting agents. There's so many different types of people you need in that particular area. So I actually did quite well. I formed the Leeds power team. So I know solicitors in Leeds. I know I know two builders. I know other people who run HMOs in Leeds. So I built up a good network. We came back to London. With the academy, you have experts. So I've not run a HMO before. This is what I would like to do, but I want to get advice from experts, from people who've done it. So at the academy, they have this Rate My Deal service. I got really excited. I put this into Rate My Deal, and it came back with the worst rating ever. Basically, from a financial point of view, this deal was absolutely nothing. So to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed from that. Obviously, you try lots of things and things that don't work. The advantage of having access to experts is that I don't have to actually go and buy it and try it, but I can kind of get advice and get help. So I'm disappointed that one didn't move forward. But you kind of get back and say, right, what's next? What's the next thing that I'm going to do? So keeping up with the networking, which is why I'm at the meal today, and already having conversations with people to work out, okay, that wasn't a good idea. What is the good idea? What is next? What is the plan? And so I'm here now, kind of working through, trying to find out what the plan is. Oh, sorry.
If you get your first rent to rent, we're doing a BRR. A lot of people's families are like, what are you doing?
So we just finished the meal, and we had a talk from a football agent called Brett, and I'm now with Travis and Ruben. Hi guys.
Property Sourcing.
So, sorry, say that again.
T&R Property Sourcing Limited.
So this is T&R Property Sourcing, and how did we meet?
So we met on a 4-day event train with Samuel, and it was when we actually joined the academy, and we were just trying to pitch a deal to Rob for a bit of advice on pitching, and it turns out we had what he was looking for, and we could help him out. So now we're working closely together.
So these guys got a deal for me. So I'm looking for an investment. I'm looking for investment in a HMO or BRR, and you guys have got expertise. You're basically, is this one in South Wales?
This is in South Wales, yes.
Okay, and so these guys are going to. And what we decided is we've just had a talk about social media and about creating our image. So I said, you guys are going to take me through this deal.
Yeah.
Why don't you just pitch it to me? And so this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hand the mic over. I'm going to flip the camera around, and let's hear about this deal. I'm quite excited. If it's good, then we'll do it.
Let's go.
Brilliant. Let's go. So this potential deal we've got for you, Rob, is so we've managed to find it on the market for around 43% below the market value. We can secure it for around £96,000, and by the time you refinance it and rent it out, you'll be pulling all your initial investment out plus 3.2 grand. The GDV at the end of this one would be around 175,000. Renting out around £1,1200 a month, giving you an ROI of 90.53%. It's a 3-bed semi-detached.
Yeah, and this property works perfect because we obviously know you want assets yourself, and this property is in a seaside town. It's surrounded by a city, and there's never-ending stuff going on there with good life. So this property they're actually proposing to today is a 3-bedroom semi-detached detached property, not semi-detached, sorry. It requires a full refurbishment. Estimated refurb comes in at about £30,000. It's got a very spacious garden, excellent area with a big driveway, so good parking on site, near local shopping centres, schools, universities, transport, and obviously this is in mine and Travis's patch, so we know the area, quite familiar. And we've got some comparables, but here on the nearby within a quarter mile. So we like to do our GDVs with a brick and mortar valuation, but then we always get a backup of comparables sold nearby. So here we've got houses selling for 350,000 in the area, done to a very good standard. And then we've got similar like-minded properties here which are reaching the 200 marks plus. These are the rental comparables, £1,000, £995, all within the similar square meterage. And yeah, for this deal we would be looking for a £3,000 sourcing fee. The EPC rating is currently sat at a D in the amber zone with a potential of a B in the green zone. And that is the pack. We've got numbers here. So total money in would come out to £132,000. New value put at 180. So the profit, the money out would be £3,250 on this one.
Cool. Shall we do a little bit of a Q&A?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So after that, we'll do a little bit of Q&A because I've got a few questions about the deal and about kind of. First, we'll go from the high level because there's lots of numbers there, and I was kind of confused with numbers. So the first thing is, tell me a little bit about the strategy. How do we generate income from the property?
Okay, so firstly, the strategy we'll be using on this specific one would be a BRR to single let. We're looking to obviously rent out to a family, a small family of maybe 3. So the initial money in, altogether, including purchase price and refurb, it's going to be around 132,750.
Okay, so we're talking about BRR to single let. So what that means is we're going to buy the property. We're going to add value to the property by doing some work on it to kind of bring up the standard of property, and then we're renting it out to a family as a single let. So are you in your calculations, have you looked at a refinance after the BRR part of the deal?
Okay, so yeah, the new value, once we've refinanced, then at the new value of £180,000, we're going to need to pay a deposit of £45,000, which is going to give us a new mortgage of £135,000. The rental income from renting it out will cover this and give you £300 on top, £315 on top every month.
Cool. Okay, so I think let's go and let's look in more detail of the numbers. So BR to single let, it's definitely something. So it's near a seaside town, and so let's look at the numbers. But thank you for pitching to me on this channel. I think it's quite good. I'm trying to get an investment, and one of the things I've got to is you look at as lots and look at many different types of deal. And I think when I met you guys, you joined the academy, and you're learning, and I can't wait to see. Well, I can't wait till I get something and I'm successful, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. And
thank you so much,
your background as builders, your ability to quote the refurbs, I think is a great unique advantage that you have, and that will make you successful. So let me have a look at this laptop and I'll look through the numbers.
Of course.
So that was the end of the evening. Those guys, Ruben and Travis, are getting better and better at finding deals. That particular one wasn't quite for me though, but it's great to see them progressing, and maybe we'll do business together in the future. The rest of the night was the networking, so I made a few contacts, including a guy called Colin, who he's an expert at YouTuber. He's got a few successful channels, so he was giving me some tips, and he was talking about maybe he wants to kind of interview me on his podcast, so that will be quite interesting. Lots of connections, and then lots of networking, which is why I'm here. So all in all, it's been good. I think I'm feeling a lot more positive. Like in between these networking events and basically the academy events, you try things, and they go well or they don't go well, but you do get a big. Well, I get a big reboost at these, kind of more energy, more ideas, and you network and get a lot more opportunities. So, I've got a lot of work to do with the connections that I've made. I've actually got quite a few potential deals to start to analyse and look at. And yeah, so I'm feeling really good, but tired. Better call it a night, and I'll see you guys on the next one.